Hello, I am Alec. I'm a consultant, and I love to teach people how to operate their constitutions. Okay, so we're going to have some fun right now. So check this out. You're going to see on the screen where it says, "It's fun to test the Secretary of the Treasury." Repeat, it is fun. It is so much fun to test the Secretary of the Treasury. Okay, so we're going to walk down and we're just going to show you some key words because we know that a lot of my neighbors don't know the hierarchy of the realm. You know, they don't know that the greater contains the less. Okay, they don't know that the Secretary was created to serve me, one of the people. Okay, you know, so the Secretary is one of those positions that falls under the jurisdiction of the executive branch. The executive branch in America, that's where the president falls under that. So the president of the United States of America oversees and administers the executive branch, and the president of the United States of America makes sure that all of the laws are being followed in America. And where do the laws come from in America? From our constitutions. Okay, they all come from the constitutions, and that's what I love showing people how to operate. I love showing people how to operate their constitutions. Okay, you know, so check this out. We're going to show you this bit because we pulled some words from the Title 26 U.S. Code. Okay, so we're just going to show you some key words right now. Okay, focus on the underline. Okay, it says the Secretary shall collect. Okay, repeat, the Secretary shall collect the taxes imposed by the Internal Revenue laws. Okay, so that's what the Secretary does. You know, they're the collector. Okay, so everybody, every year when you pay your taxes to my government, right? When you pay your taxes to my government, my Secretary collects it. Okay, that's what they do. Okay, drop down, looking for B for Bravo. This is what Secretary is. Okay, Secretary. The term Secretary means the Secretary of the Treasury or his delegate. Okay, so these are the terms and these are the conditions. This is what my Secretary of the Treasury does. Okay, they collect. They collect. And there's a whole lot of money they collect, okay? Let me just show you a number real quick, okay? The IRS in 2024 collected more than $5 trillion, okay? So that's how much the Internal Revenue Service has collected just in taxes, okay? That's just in taxes, people, and that's a whole lot of money that gets to go around in our government right there, okay? You know, so now we're gonna show you another bit right here because, you know, a lot of people are like, well, what are you talking about? Why is this even relevant? It's like, yo, dude, don't you pay taxes? And they were like, yeah, I do. I was like, okay, you know, are you a business or are you one of the people? And then they look at me crazy. I'm like, do you call yourself a person? And then they look at me crazy. And I'm like, are you a 1040? And then they're like, yeah, I fill that out all the time, right? And I'm like, okay, man, then you and we should talk because I can show you how to avoid taxes, okay? Or I can at least show you how to reduce the amount of taxes so then that way you know how to operate yourself because most of you don't even know how to be your own executive. Most of you don't even know how to be your own treasurer, okay? Most of you don't even know how to be your own secretary, okay? You don't know how to administer your own government, so then it makes a lot of sense that a lot of people don't know how to administer the government that the people have created, okay? Now, check this out. I'm going to just show you a little bit of history, okay? So this is what I say when I say, hello, Mr. Secretary, right? You know, and then I'm just going to tell the Secretary, check this out. Here's a little history lesson, all right? You know, the Department of the Treasury is a United States executive department, okay? You are the Treasury Department, falls under the jurisdiction of the people. Why? Because the greater contains the less, okay? So the people are the greater, and then the Department of the Treasury is the less, okay? Even though, excuse me, morning time. Even though it's collected a whole lot of money. Okay, I know this money bit goes over a lot of people's heads because most people don't understand how to operate banks, and most people don't even understand where money comes from. Okay, all right, check this out. It says the department was originally formed as a solution to managing the finances of the federal government. Okay, so it's an agent. Okay, that's what the Treasury Department is. It's an agent of the government, which means it falls under the jurisdiction of me, one of the people, okay? All right. Then it has some information about who the current acting secretary of the Treasury is, and then I don't even wish to read the rest, but check out this history bit right here. It says on April 1st, April Fools, on April 1st, 1776, the Treasury Office of Accounts was formed to maintain the accounts of the rebel colonies, okay? That's how it started. That's how it started. Okay. When my forefathers back in the day, they were kicking rocks and they said, yo, King of England, we're done with you. We are done. Okay. So we're going to establish and we're going to do our own thing over here. And we're going to call it America, right? In these colonies, we're all going to form and we're going to form a body politic. Okay. So we're all going to associate with each other and then we're going to hook each other up. Okay. So we're not hanging out with you anymore. Okay, King, we got our own king. Our king is God. Our king is Jesus, okay? And that's who we are. We are under the jurisdiction of that king, okay? All right, so check this out. It says, this allowed the colonies to seek loans after the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776, okay? So do you see? They already established the Treasury office, right? And then they said, we're going to declare independence. Okay. So if you can see what we can see, we always see that the government, the forefathers, our founding fathers, they always have been moving in a very precise way. So they establish things, they create things, and then they have things and mechanisms in the back end to run the things that are coming out in the front end, so when they declare their independence, they've already set up the whole business. Okay. So remember, the government is a business. Okay. Remember this and we're going to be cool. All right. So put that in your back pocket. Okay. Put the Department of the Treasury is a United States executive department. Okay. Which means it falls under the jurisdiction of we the people. Okay. And I have all political power. Okay. And also put this $sign in your back pocket too. The IRS in 2024 collected more than $5 trillion. Okay. Think about how that money is being managed and being administered. Okay. And ask yourself, are you happy? Okay. And put the Secretary of the Treasury in your back pocket too, and whoever falls under the jurisdiction of the Secretary of the Treasury. The IRS falls under the jurisdiction of the Secretary of Treasury, okay? So that's why I say the IRS is one of my creatures too, and I know how to administer the IRS, okay? And then just remember that the Secretary this is what he shall do. The Secretary shall collect the taxes imposed by the Internal Revenue laws, okay? So once you capture jurisdiction over your Secretary, once you capture jurisdiction over your commissioner of the IRS, you're going to be cool. Okay, you're going to be cool. Then you have to learn how to administer them, and then you have to learn how to instruct them. Okay, it's so simple. A dummy like me can figure it out. Okay, and that's how you test and that's how you test. Excuse me, and that's how you test the Secretary of the Treasury. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Okay. So if you want to hang out with us and talk about some wonderful things in the private, because we can show you how to operate your person, we can show you how to instruct your secretary, and then we can show you how to be one of the boss people with all political power. If you want to hang out with us, our contact information is either going to be in the description, or it's going to be on the screen, or you can go to our profile and then you can get the information from there. Right. Contact us and let's hang out. Let's see if you and I will be a good fit, and we can get you to join our private association. And then once you join our private association, we'll get out there and then we'll start instructing a whole bunch of people that most people are afraid to instruct. Okay. Because we think it's fun. All right. So again, hit us up and let's see if you and I will be a good fit. Okay, my neighbor? All right, we're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload it. We're going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.